Good morning, everybody. Rainy Angel here. I wanted to talk to you guys about the mini OBE I had yesterday when I was napping. And I found myself in my cluttered dimensional space. I laid down to do the method. It was probably like noon or 1 o'clock. I kept the awareness for about 5 minutes, then dozed off. I suddenly woke up in a different room. I had the same bed sheets. I have a red sheet, and I remember distinctively seeing the red sheet in my bed. And I'm looking around this room, and it's a pretty big room, but it's just cluttered with a bunch of stuff. My stuff. And I remember seeing my drying rack by a closet, and just clothes and just random clutter. And then everything went dark again. Then, this is when I knew my soul was disconnected from my body. I opened my eyes, and mind you, I had my sleep mask on and my earplugs. And I noticed that I could see through my sleep mask. And I thought to myself, how am I able to see right now? How am I able to see through my sleep mask right now? And then the light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, oh, I'm seeing through my soul eyes. I'm out of my body. So let me get out of here. So I lift my hands up to my face, and my hands are kind of like dark, shadowy looking, and it could just be because I have the sleep mask on, so it's darker. And I had this sudden like fury for a minute, like this like anger, like I want to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. So I did this sort of like swimming motion up towards my ceiling. And I felt the magnetic pull that was very strong. I couldn't even get up. I couldn't get out. I was like, ugh. So that's when I fell back into my body. Everything was dark again. Then suddenly, I found myself rolling. And I'm still in the same bed, red sheets. But this time, I'm in a different room. And it's smaller and even more cluttered. That same dry rack to hang clothes was right next to my bed. Right next to my bed. And then I have this old train case. It's like a black train case from the 40s. It was in front of my door. Just random clutter everywhere. So I'm rolling. And I'm facing the wall. I'm rolling this way, and then I roll the other way out of the bed. I finally get out of the bed. I'm like, yes, I'm out of here. I'm out of my bed. Cool. Like, this is great. I'm excited. I'm learning how to keep the awareness the whole time. As I go towards my door, I'm like low to the ground. A lot of the times when I am out of my body, I sort of slither like an eel or a snake or something. And I'm going towards my door, and I go through my door, like just right through my door. And as soon as I get in the hallway, I'm standing on my feet. I'm wearing the same outfit, like the same clothes I was wearing when I went to sleep. I remember I was wearing a purple Arizona shirt. And as I'm walking down my hallway, it's a very narrow hallway, long, narrow hallway. And as I'm walking down the hallway, I'm losing the awareness. And I'm like, no. So I kind of stop and like back up a little bit. And then from that moment, lost the awareness completely. I went straight into the dream state. And it's funny because just random things happen in your dreams, in your dimensional space. Like when I went into the dream state, my 9-year-old daughter was driving my mom's car. And I was directing her on to back up into the driveway. I was like, no, stop. You're good. Stop. It was just so random and weird. It was kind of stressful, you know? I feel like the reason why my dimensional space was just a cluttered mess was because I had been cleaning vigorously and like manically for the past few days, like organizing, like my room's organized. It's just in my dimensional space. You know, the room that I was in, the 2 rooms I found myself in were not exactly my rooms. They kind of gave like a college dormitory, military barracks vibe where I was the only one. It was my room, no house. It was that sort of vibe. And, which I like, because I've come out of my body before, and let me know if you guys have had this happen to you. I like coming out of my body and I'm already in a different place. Like I'm in a dimensional space. Like one time I came out of my body and I was at work in the bathroom. It was really weird. And I was like floating towards the mirror and I went through the mirror. Like stuff like that, I like because it's just, I don't know, your thoughts just create this whole different reality, and sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't, you know. Let me know if you have any tips on keeping the awareness. I think I should next time maybe focus on my hands more. This is something that I learned. So the stronger the awareness doing the method, like during it, the stronger the awareness you will have when you're out of your body. So at times I tend to doze off. And then I wake up and I'm already out of my body, or the slight disconnect, but I'm not fully there. Like I could have more awareness. So the realness of it all wasn't as real as the earth feeling, but it was real enough to know that I was out of my body. I had enough awareness to know I was out of my body. Yeah, and I just remember thinking to myself, oh, this is so cool. Like, let's go. I want to explore this room or this house. How about maybe I'll just clean? Another thing I learned with this experience is to keep the strong intent. Don't lose the intent of what you want to do. I started off going into the method wanting to connect with my spirit guide, the seraphim. And because I did not keep that strong intent and my mind was just cluttered anyways, I found myself in a different place in my cluttered dimensional space. I learn new things like every time I do this. Like, I used to feel like there were setbacks, but honestly it's just my own process and journey that I have to go through in order to I don't want to say perfect, but just get better and better until I finally, you know, experience something different, like more than just my dimensional space. I do enjoy dimensional spaces too, because you can create your own heavens with them. So yeah. Alrighty guys, thank you, bye.